Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day on my lap. Actually, I have a fluffy rodent. This is Little Dust Mop, and I woke him up. Actually, I didn't wake him up. He was awake in his nest, but he was just inside of his nest. And so I dug him out because I wanted to show him off, because he is extra fluffy, but he's very, very well behaved, as you can see. He's just an absolute sweetie. He's a rescue, so he's a very, very good little guy. He appears to be still like under a year, I would say, because he still has young facial structure, but that's okay. He's a sweetie. I can still trim him down. He's getting fluffy again, so I need to trim him down again. But he's a cutie, and I just wanted to show him off. I'm going to put him back in his cage now, his home, so he can go over to his nest and go back to bed. There you go, little guy. Thank you so very, very much. There we go. Very awesome. I love my little hamsters. I love hamsters. I don't know why. I've mentioned before, we don't know why, or, we are wired the way we are wired. It's all genetics, and more than that, they've discovered such like it depends on your intrauterine environment at the time. So even if you have someone who's genetically identical, if they were born at a different time, the intrauterine environment will be different, and it will become a different person. Thumbs up for that. Nature versus nurture. Anyway, though, it is a new day. In fact, the sun is shining. It gets bright early. I mean, it used to be during the winter times, of course, it'd be near 8 o'clock in the morning before the sun really came up. Now, I wake up at 5:30 in the morning I get up out of bed at 5:30. I'm usually awake from 4:30 onward. I'm just tossing and turning in bed, hurting, but not wanting to get up because I'm tired and it's warm. So eventually I get up around 5:30, but it's bright and it's sunny outside really, really soon, and that's okay. It's good. We're heading into the new seasons. Oh, little Dust Mop is drinking because I went and woke him up, so he's going to be doing that thing. It's a good thing. And then Gojira, she's very active this morning. I mean, she's asleep right now. Before I started recording, she calmed down and went to sleep inside of her nest. But before that, she was active and running around everywhere. She's filled her water bowl with bedding again, so I've got to clean that out so that she can have fresh water. She digs. She's a hamster, and I don't have any set areas that are not on bedding. So where the water bowl is, there's just a little indent that the bowl goes into, and when she digs in parts of her nest, well, she went and emptied out underneath this wooden arch that had been semi-covered up and then filled in the arch with bedding. Well, she cleared all the bedding out from underneath the arch, and most of it went into the water bowl. So thumbs up for that. Gotta go and fix that up for her, and I will do that, and that's good. I didn't do much yesterday, and in fact that's kind of a bad thing, because I hadn't done a video the day before because I'd kept falling asleep. Now, the synchronization between my main channel and my game channel was such that there was a 2-episode stretch of game videos on my main channel and then a 2-episode stretch of videos on my game channel, and so they hit like this. So on a day that I had to record here, for this I didn't. It was already recorded, ready to be edited and rendered. And then when this was done and just needed to be recorded, well, this one was all ready to be edited and rendered. So it was like, didn't have to do a whole ton, just, flip, dip, bip, 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 and then work that way. Well, because I missed a day, now they're going like this, chunk. So it's like yesterday I went and had 3 videos, a vlog, game video on this channel, game video on my game channel. Now I have nothing. So I've got to get recorded from this channel and then recorded from a game channel. So it's like, oh, I need to get that, excuse me, staggered again so that it's not a whole bunch of work and then no work and then a whole bunch of work. No, it's like make it so chunk, and that's much, much nicer, much better done. I went slight walkies yesterday, walked down to Safeway because again, I don't get a ton of money and I'm walking, so I have to go smaller bursts and get stuff and then bring it home and then not go out for a couple of days, and then I gotta go out again. Unfortunately, one of my housemates has strep throat. So he spends most of his time downstairs. And since he's a smoker, he uses the front door. He doesn't wash. And so there's strep throat germs everywhere downstairs. Even if he did, he coughs, he breathes. So I'm probably going to get strep throat, if nothing else. I don't know how it's caught. I mean, if I got to kiss him, then that ain't going to happen. I'm going to be fine. But it's like, well, how did he get it? So if it's just, by breathing in respiration droplets, then yeah, I'm probably going to get it. Or if it's by touching the doorknob that he's touched and then not being able to wash my hands and then it gets in. I hope I don't. I really don't want strep throat. I don't want to have to go in and get antibiotics, or I can't even remember if it's a microbe or a virus, but anyway, though, I am of course shocked and horrified at the way that many of the southern states in the United States are opening back up. This Covfefe bug is going to continue ripping through their communities and just killing at a horrible, horrible rate. And it's not good, but for whatever reason, I don't want to talk politics, but in the USA, politics is such a part of what's happening with the pandemic, it's ridiculous. Where if you listen to one half of the government, and if you listen to the propaganda arm of the government, Fox News, then you're thoroughly downplayed and thinking this is nothing, while it's killing tens of thousands. You think that this is just a anti-communism thing to protest a pandemic. I don't understand people, but when you're being force-fed propaganda 24/7, it's not really your fault when you believe the propaganda. That's all you get. So, anyway, we're the leading death capital. We have more people dying of any other place than any other spot. So, thumbs up for that. USA, we're number one. In disinformation, propaganda, and keeping your citizens as dumb as possible. But, such is life. I have mentioned before, I've been having a lot of difficulties with things like trying to stay creative. I had some falling asleep issues yesterday. Not a ton, but there were some. And when that knocks me out, it knocks me out. I mean, if I only fall asleep for, let's say, a half hour, that's still a half hour leading up to it where I'm starting to fall apart mentally, but not to the point that I realize it. And by the time I've reached a point where I need to do something about it, I've reached a point where I'm unable to make proper decisions. So yay. And then, of course, if I stop breathing, then it takes a good hour afterward before my body and brain are back up and functioning properly again. So if I fall asleep for an hour, that could be 3 hours gone from the afternoon. Joyous. And then, of course, we're all in survival mode, so trying to be creative. I'm working on as much creative stuff as I can. I was trying to think a lot last night about the fantasy type setting where there's the, oh my god, the Dwaylen, which are the elven type that live underground, fungus-based. There's the Elvandri, which are the surface-dwelling dwarven types. There are the Olzarki, that has to be the name. They're known as the Olzarkis before, when they were in the Calendris, and then the magical plague, the Calendris mountain range, and then the magical plague that killed absolutely everyone in the Calendris ran through it and is still there now. But it's both safe and unsafe to go into the Calendris because it's a magical plague, a magical zombie apocalypse that has spread from person to person and killed everyone. But as people have been waking up out of their animalistic kill state after all the flesh has rotted off of them, they're just animate skeletons. But while they remember the past, they don't remember anything personal about the past. They remember painting, but they don't remember any personal attachment to it. They remember skills, but no personal attachment to the skills. Language and culture, but no personal attachment to it. They know what it's like to be human. They have that knowledge, but any personal attachment to it is gone. They're having to make their own culture and society. And since the magical plague is passed on by biting, they knock out their teeth and replace them when they become intelligent. So thumbs up for that. And they keep all their non-intelligent brethren as they find them locked up and put away. And then as they wake up, they're reintroduced into civilization. In the Calendris, of course, when you go out into the darker areas where there's nobody there, that's where the plague is. The safest place is to be around concentrations of the undead, because they don't want to kill anymore. As they've become intelligent, that's why they've been gathering up all their non-intelligent brethren to keep everybody safe. But there's pockets of that magical plague out there, and if anybody just goes out looking for stuff and they're like us, well, that magical plague is going to get you. So you got to be around the Olzarki now, who are just the animate skeletons, and thumbs up for that. But I've been working on that, trying to figure out a new way to bring in a fourth species, which is flesh humans, not dead ones. I want flesh human beings, Homo sapiens of sorts, to end up not as the majority, like in most fantasy worlds and on ours, but more of a minority. You know, they're about 25% of the group. Homogeneous group. They've come up out of the warmer south. So, thumbs up for that. Still working. So I'm still working. Still trying to do what I can do. I was thinking on my cosmic horror pantheon characters, thinking of the infinite city and what it's like to be there. I'm always working on things. As stated, still trying to run up with stories on the individual types, but because I've been expanding the background of the characters, that's been less time to actually spend on the characters themselves. So I'm coming back to them. Don't fear. I do have small things I've been writing in my head with the characters. I just need to tippy-tappy and put it out through the keyboard onto a file. Definitely a good thing. Now, coming over to this camera and trying to make sure I'm at least semi-centered, I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. It is arranged because even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, brain damage from alcoholism, untreated ADHD, I'm amazed that I can remember anything at all. It is arranged. No, I count in American Sign Language. Well, yeah, then it went into the range. So if I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having taken the time, expended the calories, left me a comment. And you can see what my brain does. I mean, how I faltered and couldn't even make it through this part clearly. Lost track, brought it back. Brains. Don't eat them, though. Do not eat human brains. They're not good for you. Seriously, they're not. That's how you get kuru. It's a prion disease. Now, it's hard to get anymore, but you can. So I'm still off center. My spine. Anyway, though, let me call it my Chrome and let's get this started. So it has Ve Victus is how it would actually be pronounced in Latin, but it looks, of course, like Ve Victus. And Valley is a very good game. Armando Vasquez, thank you very, very much. And Ricci, thumbs up and thank you. Use this. I like the name. Elan, E-A-Y-L-E-N, thumbs up and thank you. We have Lixius, L-I-X-S-I-U-S, thumbs up and thank you very much. We have Emma Champagne, greatly appreciated. Ice Damon, good to see you in the comments. Raisin, thumbs up and thank you. Slum Boy, heck of a name, greatly appreciated. Don't Kill Master? Don Kill Master. Okay, not Don Kill Master. Heck of a name. Thumbs up. Okay, Boomer. How about that? Young Matthew, greatly appreciated. Pabs, thumbs up and thank you very much. Crappy Crap, how about that? And then there's Stephen Opatic, thumbs up and thank you much. Otaku, greatly appreciated. Mr. D, thumbs up and thank you. We have Sinless Chaos, how about that? Thumbs up. Sazuro, greatly appreciated. CIA, I will do my best. Riot with a exclamation point instead of an I. Thumbs up and thank you. Ollie B, greatly appreciated. Then there's Todd, who is actually a bot, I believe. And Abigail, thumbs up and thank you. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head. Over to here, semi-centered, into the world, dealing with real people. It is appreciated to no end. Thumbs up for that and thank you. If you could check out my various links like Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you want to help me out sending money but didn't want to send money through one of those two ways, I have a PayPal link down below. That would be very cool. And if you want to help me out but didn't want to send money, I have an Amazon wish list link down below as well. If you could check that out. Things like hamster food, cat food, hamster bedding. If you could help me out, that would be very cool. Do not feel obligated. I don't feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell. That would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now to the literal end of time. Thumbs up on that. Back to the main camera, and I'm not even semi-centered anymore. How does this keep happening? How does this keep happening? I don't know. Anyway, though, I have this video. I have another video to record for this channel. I have a video I need to record from a game channel, so I'm going to be pretty busy today. Definitely a good thing. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend. And you have only one life. Do not waste it on people who do not care if you live or die. When these people are saying, if you're in the United States, if they say you need to go out and start the economy, the people saying this are not doing that. They're staying home. They want you to go out and die for them. You have only one life. Don't waste it on people who do not care. Take care, and I will see you on the flip side, my friend.